This tutorial video will cover how to add a report to the Koha Report Library. So if you've created a fantastic report and you want to make sure that other libraries can use it, a great place would be to add it to the SQL Report Library. I'm on the main page of the SQL Report Library, and first what I would need to do if I don't already have a login for the wiki, I would need to request for a login. You can see here I am logged in, but if I wasn't logged in, there is a login button instead of the logout button, and if you don't have an account, it will say please request an account and it will be emailed to you, and that will go through the Koha community. Once you do have a login, you do have the capability of editing wiki pages for the Koha community, which is a great way to give back. There is a really great help page on editing pages within the Koha wiki, and this will cover a lot of things that you may ask questions about. I'm going to cover adding a report to the Koha wiki, but if you did want to go ahead and add more information to other areas in the wiki, this page will be extremely helpful to you. The report I'm going to add today is concerning borrower relationships because it is being created into a new table in 1911, so I want to add a report that's accessible to libraries if they want to be able to access those relationships going into 1911. So I'm going to go ahead and click that SQL report for patrons. So now I'm on the page of patrons. At the top of the Koha Report Wiki page, there is a table of contents, and this will give you all the titles of the reports that are currently existing on this page. If I were to click one, it's actually going to bring me to that part in the page with the name of the report, who created it, and the actual SQL. When you add the SQL into the Koha Report Library, it will actually add the title of your report to the table of contents. So this is going to be truly only a one edit situation that you're going to need to do, and then those table of contents will be updated. I'm going to go ahead and go to the area of the page where I think my report would live. So I'm going to say it's probably under this patron characteristics. Then I'm going to go of the report page called patron characteristics, and I'm going to edit right next to that. When I hit that edit, I can see that this is the area of the wiki page called patron characteristics, and then I will have all the different reports that are listed under there. So I'm going to go just to the bottom of the page, and I'm going to add my report to the bottom. So let me scroll up a bit. There. The easiest thing to do is go ahead and copy the person that has added the report prior to you, copy that, and then paste it further down. Because there's so much syntax going on, it's easier to copy and fill in the information versus having to freehand it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this title and add my own title. And I'm going to put the version because that will be really helpful to libraries that are not in 1911 to know that this report is valid for the newer version. I'm going to go ahead and change the developer name. I'm going to keep it in the patrons module. I'm going to change that purpose. Then between the syntax, so here's my syntax, and here's my closing syntax, is actually the report. So I'm going to go ahead and remove their report, and I'm going to add my report. I had some extra spaces in there, so let me remove that. That was a bad paste by me. So now you can see there's my select statement. This entire part is the report I want to include in here. The syntax opening tag is still there, and the syntax closing tag is still there. And then I'm going to take this summary, and I'm going to add my report title. And this is what's going to make it show up in the table of contents. So it's going to live under patron characteristics and it's going to be titled Borrower Relationships. Once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and save the page. I know that mine was at the very bottom of the patron characteristics, so let me scroll down. And there it is. There is my borrower relationship table. Let's go ahead and scroll to the top. And there is the name of my report. So once I add it to that section, it's going to live underneath that section. If I click here, it's going to go ahead and bring me my report. So